Welcome to Medical News Update Health Research translated into plain English. Today's story is a safety alert. If you or someone you know uses a Dexcom G7 continuous glucose monitor, this episode is for you. On May 26th, 2026, Dexcom announced something unusual. A batch of Dexcom G7 sensors that had been marked as scrap, meaning they were supposed to be destroyed, was stolen during the destruction process. Those stolen sensors then made their way back into the marketplace through unauthorized channels. Dexcom traced many of the sensors sold in the United States to a company called FarmSource LLC, which Dexcom says is not an authorized Dexcom distributor. Now, the most important question: does this affect all Dexcom G7 sensors? No. The recall is for two specific lot numbers. I'll read them slowly, write them down, or pause this episode to check your sensor packaging. The first affected lot is 1725204004. Once more, 1725204004. According to Dexcom, this lot may have a sterilization-related concern, which can raise the risk of skin infection. The second affected lot is 1725069002. Once more, 1725069002. Dexcom says this lot has an elevated failure rate in internal testing, meaning the sensor may simply stop providing readings. To check, look at the box or pouch your sensor came in. The lot number is printed on the packaging. If your sensor matches either of those two numbers, do not use it. Regulators in Australia have echoed these notices, listing the same two lot numbers. The Australian Therapeutic Goods Administration warned that affected sensors may carry risks including skin infection, inaccurate or missing readings, and misdetection of dangerously high or low glucose. Why does this matter so much for people with diabetes? A continuous glucose monitor is not just a convenience. For many people, especially those on insulin pumps, it directly drives medication decisions. A wrong reading or no reading at all can lead to overtreatment or undertreatment, with real consequences. So, what should you actually do? First, check the lot number on your sensor. If it matches one of the two listed, do not apply it. Stop using it. Second, contact Dexcom support. Dexcom says affected users will get replacement sensors at no cost. Third, if you have already used one of these sensors and notice skin irritation, signs of infection, missing readings, or readings that did not match how you felt, contact your healthcare team or Dexcom support. Fourth, if you need a temporary backup before replacement sensors arrive, use a blood glucose meter according to your usual care plan. Do not rely on the affected sensor for any decisions. Now, a few important points to keep this in perspective. Dexcom said at the time of its announcement, no serious adverse events had been reported from the affected lots. That is reassuring. It does not mean zero risk, but we are not currently seeing harm at scale. And this is not a warning about every Dexcom G7 sensor. The vast majority of sensors are unaffected. If your lot number does not match one of the two flagged numbers, continue using your sensor as normal unless Dexcom, a regulator, or your healthcare team gives different instructions. One important caveat: never make changes to your insulin or medication based on a news article. If you are unsure, contact your diabetes team. If you experience symptoms of dangerously high or low glucose, signs of diabetic ketoacidosis which can look like nausea, vomiting, deep or fast breathing, fruity smelling breath, or confusion, or signs of a serious skin infection, seek urgent medical care. That's today's medical news update. Please share this with anyone you know who uses a Dexcom G7 sensor. The two lot numbers, one more time, are 1725204004 and 1725069002. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy.